Hello everybody, this is Rhomur, and this is the big 2-0 episode of the StarSector Let's Play for new players. And I apologize for being just a few days delay, but we'll get right into things, shall we? So I took a quick look at everything. My fleet needs to be replenished, so I'm going to head back to the colonies and just grab some more crew. I am a bit ashamed about my Odyssey getting damaged in the last episode, so well, at least it's not too bad, it's only compromised armor. The colonies themselves are doing okay. So we're getting there with the profitability. Patrol HQ is going to be built there, fuel production there, and the Nexus will soon have a military base, so we're getting there. I also need to offload all of my assorted junk and not junk. But unfortunately I can't trade in these AI cores just yet until Tritachion's war is over. But I think once that is, we will make a lot of money in the process. My main goal is once I've resupplied, I want to come back here to this system, clean it out a bit more, and eventually colonize this Terran world here. It does have a little bit of a higher hazard rating, but it has excellent farmland, excellent rare ore, abundant organics. I mean, it's pretty good across the board here. So that's definitely the next plan I want to get. And of course finish the exploration here. So I'm going to head back to the colonies, which actually it's starting to get to be a little bit of a distance. So I would like to see if I could get, let's see. I could queue up construction of a way station here, but it's not really that big of a difference in distance. But I would like to build one on Fearsome Engine once this is colonized, at least. Okay, I'll see you guys in a second. And the Luddic Church's expedition has arrived in the system. And actually, something else popped up, the pirate activity. So there is a pirate base floating around somewhere nearby. Once I've all resupplied up, maybe the fleet will already be destroyed. If not, I can do that in the video. And after that, I want to find that pirate base, and I'll show you how you can do that. And just after I said that, it looks like the pirates have decided they also want to raid the system. Unfortunately, with pirates you can't do anything to avert the attack, but then again, pirates are also the weakest faction, so if you can't destroy them, then you can't destroy any other faction, really. Unfortunately, this one is somewhat weak, so the fleet should be able to be defeated in system. Still, I would like to find that pirate base and catch it before it gets any more stronger, because pirate fleets, plus some of the black market blueprints I gave them, if I leave it there too long, I'm not going to like it later on. And we hopped into the system, and immediately we can see that there's a little bit of stuff going on here. Fast pickets are engaged in a pirate raiders fleet. I think they should be more than capable of taking them out. There's debris fields everywhere. And here is the Luddic Church's mission. Hostile standing down. Well, I want to go just grab some crew quickly before we engage them. Also drop off all my stuff as well. Don't need to lug all this around into combat. I would so love to have some sort of automated system of just distributing all this. Like, only keep so many objects in my fleet at a time. Okay, and grab the crew. Let's see, I need, take about, say about 200 more-ish than what I need. As I probably will lose a couple of ships, as I always do. Like, all these ships, I need to put the back rows. Okay, anybody that's damaged. Let's get the location of the pirate base. Okay, bought him a drink. Okay, let's see, where is that pirate base? Oh, it's right down here, Data Bazell. I flew right past that. Okay, so let's go deal with this Luddic Church fleet. It is, I mean, it's not terrible. It's actually fairly good quality for the ships they have. A couple of Dominators, but the rest of it looks like a support fleet. So let's go clean them out. Okay. And they're actually not in very good combat readiness either. I'm wondering what happened here. I'll just make it a little bit easier. Should I even deploy all the big stuff? I wonder. Oh, actually that's interesting. It put me in charge of my original legion. So it looks like I need to put the officers back in their correct places again. That's a shame. Okay. Don't really need all these ships. I think we'll just clean them up if we do that. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do it for the fun. And see if I can maybe throw in a couple of wolves as well, just for the speed. I would like to start swapping out these wolves with monitor frigates eventually, just because of these guys keep exploding, whereas the monitors aren't actually so bad. I also have an armored gunship as well, which is also a good one to use, I think. So I should autopilot, actually get him to the front a little bit quicker. Don't turn into it, don't turn. No! Okay, out the way. There we go. So who's here? That was just sad to watch. Okay. Actually, fighter strike him. So this is a Dominator. And this ship is doing exactly what I don't want it to do, which is getting really close to it. You think that's a battleship? Here's a real battleship. Okay, who's left? He's getting away as quickly as he can. Let's see, will the fighters catch him? Oh, just got away. It's safe to say, though, that that fleet did not stand a chance. Pursue the last ship. Okay, so a couple of fuel tankers escaped. Let's see. I don't need the lasher. And I may as well take everything. Considering I'm right next to the colony, I can slap it all in anyway. Oh, they don't like me very much. There's all these other wrecks flying around. May as well clean up the system a little bit. Heavily damaged wolf. It's a H class. Hegemony class, okay. Don't really need that. Any salvage for me? Not interested. Okay, looks like the pirates did a little bit of damage, but the station kicked them away. Oh, is there another fight going on down there? Yeah, let me just offload all this. Clean the obscene amounts of metals that I keep accumulating. What is this? Another pirate fleet? Are you actually the pirate fleet? No, you haven't arrived yet. Okay. Well, let's go clean this one up as well. As your colonies get bigger and bigger, you will end up with lots and lots of pirate raids. I don't even think this is worth recording because it's going to be such a quick fight. So I'll skip right to the salvaging. Okay, and as expected, there was not really much interest there, but I got a little bit of money, so that's all good for me. Who else is floating around? They're flying around. Are these as well? You know, pirates everywhere. Really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go head off to the pirate base actually, because these guys are gonna keep coming, and they're gonna keep coming stronger and stronger and stronger. I just realized what I said was not probably the best turn of phrase then. More pirates. Oh, and look at that juicy monthly income. 200,000 credits. Now we're starting to talk about... Oh, and that's still down 50,000 by the stockpiles I was drawing. So it's getting much better. Once this has got the fuel production going, this will jump up quite dramatically as well. Panchaea. Let's see, could I queue up any constructions? It's not big enough to really do anything itself yet. Yeah, I think I'll wait. Oh, you're intercepting my mercenaries. Okay, let's go blow up this pirate base. I'll see you in the system in a sec. Okay, and Pangaea just finished building the patrol HQ. So let's get the midline orbital station going for them. It's worth hard to get just because it doesn't actually demand that much. It's just supplies and crew, of which your spaceport's producing the crew anyway, and supplies are relatively cheap and plentiful, so it's not much of a cost, and you can upgrade it 3 times into a super fortress, which is absolutely ludicrous. But the base station alone is just good enough to have defending a planet. And anyway, we found the pirate den. So let's see, is anybody we can grab? Anybody at the bar? What about the market? Nope, no special mods or any kind I need. Could grab some supplies perhaps. What about ships for sale? None of this I'm interested in. So, let's engage it, shall we? This should be a rather quick fight. In fact, I don't think we need to bring all of the ships. Maybe just the big ones at least. Oh, and I still keep forgetting to move the officers around. I will do that right now after this. Firing its missiles quite early. I feel like I wasted a massive amount of supplies on that. We'll take all that. Okay, well, it wasn't a very interesting fight. Okay, so I've got a little bit of supplies. I'm closer to where I need to be. Colonies are... Actually, Panchaea is making quite a bit of money now. What's going on here? It's the ores, they're just that valuable. Wow. I bet this will produce fuel and it'll make no profit at all. Okay. So I want to now finish off my cleaning up of the fearsome engine system. Move around a bit. After that, continue the exploration. And my eventual end goal is to build the maximum amount of colonies that I can, get them as upgraded as I can, try and build my fleet in the process, and then maybe start going to war with one of the major factions. Can start probably with the Luddic Church, just because they're the easiest. I'm not sure exactly how I could take them out. Oh, it's a Luddic Path planet. I could go for them, perhaps. I wish I could take over the planets without them adding to my colony limit, but I don't think there is a way to do so, like to actually take over the planets. Which is a shame. But that will be the end goal. I could also declare war on the hegemony, just see how that goes, see how many fleets they can bring against me. Okay. I will see you at Fearsome Engine. Okay, and we've arrived here at Fearsome Engine. And I think there's a few barren planets here I'd like to take a look at. We haven't surveyed these ones yet, specifically like Moskva. A couple of others here. They might have some ruins which might be useful, and we could take over this Navboy as well. So let's drop through right here, closest to that Navboy. Okay. Survey the planet. And actually, whilst I'm here, remember to swap my officers around. So, put myself in charge here. You'll be in charge of the battle carrier. There we go. I'm going to take a look at the kite. Maybe it'll have an officer for me. Of the Hera star system is an orbital habitat. Okay. Where is that? Hera. We explored that system, so what is it exactly? On the outer reaches. Oh, well, that's very handy, especially given that that could mean anywhere in the entire map. Okay, let's get away from this star. Take control of this Navboy. Something big. Okay. And let's get control of this Starliner. Maybe you'll have another officer for me. Survey data. Okay. Get right out of this Corona. Okay. So Arcady. That's a planet in the Erebus system. Okay. Is it any good? No, it isn't really good. Okay. So, as you may have noticed, as you get more powerful, the game gets substantially easier, and after a while, it's sort of up to you to decide how you want to build things. For me, mostly I tend to just get powerful enough to maybe take on a few big fleets, and then I just call it and start the game again. Salvage rig, get away from that, not interested. Take a look. Just some more, okay. So this is why it's probably good to play a few different games. StarSector isn't actually even finished yet, so I'm curious to see how they go for expanding on the endgame. Be cool to have some sort of endgame faction arrive, like the endgame crises in Stellaris. That'd be very interesting. Again, nothing of interest on Moskva. The name alone is the interesting. Okay. Nothing's really coming up. There's no fleets appearing. I remember blowing up the Nexus, but not much else. Let's build a comm relay and go take a look here. I mean, I might just decide to do the colonization right now. It will put me under fleet strength, but I can just head back and resupply using my original colonies for that. Com relay. There we go. Oh, some bounties. And still nothing. Okay. So Natco HQ finished the fuel production, which has increased its income quite substantially. Actually, that's not so bad. 29,000 credits nearly. And that production will increase once we slap in the synchrotron core, which we can't do remotely. And if we also had an alpha core, we could also do that for one extra bit of fuel. Let's see, what else could I queue? I haven't got really much money at the moment. Farming, mining, let's see. Maybe mining? Better to save it for something else. I think, did I want to build the expanded military base for this one as well? I'm not sure exactly. Regardless, just wait for the income to come for the end of the month, which is in a few days. And still, oh, something around there. Let's take a quick look. It's probably a cache or station of some kind. There's my monthly income. So let's see, what can we build on UNATCO HQ? It's currently manufacturing fuel. Could build a way station, but it's right next to one, so I don't need to do that. Tech mining, it's only scattered ruins. Could build another heavy industry, actually. Just having all that industry in the core world would be quite nice. Light industry, perhaps. Let's see, we've only got one industry at the moment, so... Commerce I wanted on the capital planet. That'll be the final construction on the capital planet. Here I wanted to have a military base, industry, we'll go with light industry for this one. Get some final production of consumer goods and luxury goods, so we can supply our colonies ourselves just a little bit. Okay, what's here? Oh, and the Syndrian are now targeting me. Oh, those are the cargo pods I left last time. Oops. Okay, and the Syndrian fleet. Everybody's attacking me now. Oh, but this isn't because of the free market, it's just because I have so much heavy machinery being exported. Yeah, they're outmatched. So they probably will not succeed. Either way, you can play as calmly as you like, but eventually people will attack you, just because they were greedy and you have what they want. So let's take Otaka. Let's see. So we could establish the colony right now. We'd be quite short on supplies and crew, so we would have to limp straight back home, but that's not too far of a distance. Just have to avoid any big fights on the way home. But this minerals and farmland, that's just too much to pass on. So let's establish this. And what should we call it, I wonder? So for this one, I think I'm going to go for the latest Deus Ex game in the series. I can't do the advanced character that's used on the Utulek, but this is good enough, I think. I would hate to live in that place personally, but I think this is fine. Okay, let's see. So we can't do much in the way of building just yet until the spaceport is done. I should focus on farming or mining. I think I'll get the mining up first, but I actually prefer to get the ground defenses as soon as possible, followed by Patrol HQ. So let's queue that up now. Okay. Grab the crewman from the planet. Okay, Perfect. Anybody in the bar or the comm directory? Probably not. Okay, so we are vastly undercrewed here, to the tune of nearly 800 to 900 people. I need to head back home. I wonder if there's a way to rename the system names. We've got Agrio, Bascule, Fearsome Engine. I know you can change your offices' names if you click on them. Anywhere? I'm not sure. If anybody knows if you can change system names, let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm going to head back to my main colony world and resupply up. But now we are doing quite good. We've got 4 planets. They're all going to be giving us quite a bit of income in the future. I've reached my personal colony limit now, so I need to hire 2 more administrators, and then that'll be the maximum limit on colonies that I can do without any penalties, that is. Of course, there are mods I could use, or I could use alpha cores if I so wanted to, but I think I'll stick to 7. That's all what the developers seem to intend to do, and this list also, I can imagine this being quite a nightmare to manage if it gets too long, so 7 will be okay. Besides, I still have to actually find a good planet to colonize, like looking around in the other system next door. There's a couple of interesting planets I haven't surveyed yet, but nothing that's come up just as amazing for colonization. Anyway, heading back to resupply. Okay, and we're resupplying. We probably will get a big hefty cost at the end of the month considering all the stuff that I've been withdrawing from the stockpile, but every month now income will be going up just a little bit, so over time it should start to overtake it. It's better to do that right now, and of course we could always trade in our AI cores if we ever came to an emergency on income. But I think we'll be fine. We can afford just a little bit of costs. And then once the income's back up and running, I would like to begin the production of a second Odyssey to join the fleet, possibly replacing, say, one of these Falcons. Could also do maybe, let's see, getting rid of this Enforcer probably. Actually, the Enforcer I could store, I think, right now. Doesn't seem to do that much. A lot of these frigates, which don't seem to always do the best. I would like if I could have the blueprint for the Centurion. Or the Monitor, just so I could build some of those. But I think this is okay for now. Let's go to the other colony and slap on the synchrotron core. I actually need to take it out of the stockpile here. Where is it? All the way at the bottom. Okay. Ooh, lots of pirate fleets still. But it looks like our fleets are capable of engaging them pretty well, which is good. Okay. So right now it's making 38,000 credits a month, and once we stick this in, it practically doubles it. Perfect. So we're making 52,000 credits from fuel. Perfect. I don't think I want to stick an AI core in there just yet. I'm curious actually, if I have perfect ranking with the hegemony, will they send inspections for AI cores to me? That's something I'm not actually sure about. Okay, so what else is there to do now? Apart from wait, explore, let's see. We could go on the warpath, maybe annihilate the Letic Path planets or the Letic Church planets. I did want to go buy a Hegemony Onslaught battleship, but that will cost a fair bit of credits. And I think I still need to wait for them to stop being a war Tritachyon to trade those in. I could trade the cores in with another faction perhaps, but I wouldn't get as much money and I'd get a lot more rep than I'd need. Like the Letic Church, they'll pay you in hugs as opposed to like actual payment. Don't know why I would care. There's nothing the Letic Church has that I'd like. Okay, so what to do, what to do? I think to end the episode for a spot of fun, I could go get a bounty just to get a little bit of money. And it looks like she has some relatively powerful ships, so we could do a little bit of a test run against these. I think we'd still be okay against them though, because they're only modified freighters, but still, it'd be fun to do. So I'll head to Hera, it's quite close, and let's do a little bit of pirate hunting, shall we? Okay, and always with this system, there are too many volcanic planets, so I don't know which one they could be hiding at. So I'm going to start roughly near the bottom and just work my way around. Do gravity well here. Oh, and Utoik has finished building. Let's see, they've got the ground defenses next. Toggle Freeport on. A little bit of extra growth. And we'll just leave them for now. Let's see if we can find these pirates. And the jump went right on top of them, okay. Well, that was a bit different. So let's see. That is quite a chunky fleet. That would have been one of the things that would have been terrifying me in the early game. And wow, look at all those interceptors. Wow, that's going to be a lot of fighter combat. But still, I think we have a far more advanced fleet with a lot more officers. Actually, I'm going to double check that. Yeah, we have more officers, probably better officers as well. And they are pursuing me, so they think they can beat me. Let's do this. Come on, guys. Anything dangerous among any of this? Not really. Time for a grand naval battle, everybody. Let's get this. Everything. Actually, that's not everything. It looks like they can deploy all their ships, but I can't deploy mine. Okay. So I want a few frigates. Let's get rid of the Falcon. Okay. Set my ship to autopilot, and this time if I see it do anything stupid, I'm going to take control a lot quicker. But this one seems to use the AI's... Oh, sorry, the AI seems to use the speed boost on the Odyssey a lot more than the engines on the battle carrier. It's interesting. Okay, where's that swarm of fighters I'm looking for? There's the fleet. That's a lot of big guns. Man, this guy's really slow. Wow. They don't really have a lot of point defense, do they? Forward-facing shields are quite a disadvantage. was hoping for a little bit more fight back, but it seems like they're more just using their friends for cover than anything else. That tachyon land's going to work. Just cleaning them out. Let's see. A lot of heavy hitters left, so I'll order a full assault. Let's get right up in there. Over the way, I just slammed into one of the ships there. Yeah, these ships can't retreat. With only forward-facing shields, the moment they try to turn, they'll get blown up. Anybody left? I was hoping there would be a little bit more of a fight, but I'll take a single loss actually. Let's pursue these two little ships. Okay, we got all of them. Anybody we can recover. We could take the converted super freighter. Let's see. I don't really like this ship. It's too slow, it's too weak. It's got the large ballistics. It's a lot like the other battleship that we have, except it's not as good as we all saw in that fight there. Also, its supply and fuel consumption is not my favorite, and its sensor profile, wow, look at that. Yeah, I'm just gonna grind you up. Anything of interest? Squalls, Hephaestus, nothing else. We can take it all anyway. And we got a bit of our money back. That's perfect. Anything we can salvage. We can salvage a damaged freighter. And again, anything of interest. Nope. Okay, and I got to level up. I think for that one I'm finally going to get my maxed out officers. I'm going to get a full fleet of officers going. Just how overpowered that's going to be. And with the money, I think I can queue up a construction for something. In that goes building. Okay, so they're all building something actually. I'll leave that for now. Perfect. So, thank you all for watching, everybody. As always, thank you all for the great comments. I'm really glad to know that you all enjoy watching these videos. I do put a lot of time into editing them after I record them, just to cut out all of the busy work, and of course adding the music in. So I'm glad that you all enjoy that. It's quite rewarding just seeing that you're all happy with that. And as always, leave me any suggestions in the comments, any games you'd like to see, or any improvements I can make to the gameplay. I know in particular that I didn't do a lot of smuggling in this gameplay, or this run in particular, but that's just because in the previous runs I've done, I never really found smuggling all that really rewarding or fun. It's mostly just like trading in regular other games, except you do a little bit of avoiding fleets. But once you get a couple of the pirate mules going, you pretty much can just smuggle all day long. I prefer to just get into the combat, which is, I think, what the developers intended. They just wanted more combat. They wanted bigger fights. The whole purpose of the colony system was to just create more fights, as they've said in their own dev blogs. So that's generally what I want to try and go for. If I was to do smuggling or trading, I'd play a game maybe like the X series, which I have enjoyed in the past, or Star Traders, which is actually a really good mobile game. I'd recommend anybody who has a competent phone get Star Traders Frontiers from I think they're the Tres brothers, they're called. Give them a try. That's a really good game for smuggling as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching, everybody. Have a great Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever I get this out. So, thank you all for watching. Peace out, everyone.